Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tranquil Journeys. I'm Jennifer Fater, and I'm here with Allison Clement, and we are your instructors. And Allison and I are both Reiki masters, and for over 20 years, we've grown our knowledge in complementary practices such as sound for relaxation, massage therapy, and Ayurveda. And we've been teaching and affiliated with Images of Hope for over 4 years now to bring classes to our cancer patients, caregivers, and anyone affected by cancer in El Dorado County and beyond. And we're so happy that you're taking the time to join us today. And we want to thank you for your continued support of us and our virtual classes and for your support of Images of Hope. Today, we'll spend time on self-care practices, meditation to promote a sense of serenity. And that will be our theme for today. And hopefully by the end of the session, you'll be feeling refreshed and nourished and guided by your own inner wisdom. I'll go ahead and turn it over to Allison.
And I'll start our class with a lovely description of what serenity is from a book that my mom showed me. It's called Angel. It's hard to see here. It's sort of out of focus. There we go. Angel Wisdom by Terry Lynn Taylor and Mary Beth Crane. So I'm going to read to you from this for a second. Serenity is a mixture of acceptance, gratitude, willingness, deep peace, and tranquility. It comes from deep inside us once we've given up the idea that we have control over our lives. Serenity has always been with us, even when we are ruffled by life's turmoil. Our souls are waiting in calmness and tranquility, sending signals to our minds that we do not need to be disturbed. We don't always receive the signals very clearly because often we're too busy trying to fix a situation or change it. Serenity's signals become very clear when we take the time to calm down and listen to the wise inner voice. When we are tranquil and serene, we learn how to truly live by wisdom. To learn how to have serenity in our lives, we must practice constantly by calming the storm in our minds. We can do this by meditating regularly and by simply paying attention to the places where others have found serenity. Think of things that you can do that will bring you serenity and get in the habit of doing them regularly. So, good advice and a good description of what serenity is. It's always with us. We just have to calm down and quiet ourselves to find it. And sometimes a good way of doing that is to use our senses, our 5 senses. If you're feeling anxious, panicky, if you're in your head too much, and I think I have mentioned this before in a previous class or two, the best way to ground yourself and retrieve that calm serenity is to focus on your senses. It's a mindfulness practice to pay attention just to what you're doing, not to everything that's in your head, but just whatever you're doing, even if it's a mundane activity. Pay attention, use your senses. Touch. What does the activity feel like? What's the texture like? Where on your body do you have contact with it? Are there areas of your body with more or less contact with the task? Okay, lots of ways to think about touch. Sight, what do you notice about what you're doing? What catches your eye? How does your task appear at the moment? Think about the light, the shadows, the contours, the colors, and that we're going to talk more about color later. Hearing, what sounds do you notice? What kinds of noises are your task making? Is your task making? Smells, of course. Are the scents changing as you do whatever you're doing? How many fragrances or smells in the air can you identify? And what flavors do you notice? Is a taste thing? If you're eating dinner, pay attention to the tastes changing. What are the qualities of the flavors? So those are just some ideas of how to focus your five senses and get back to what you're doing, to the present, and to get away more from maybe whatever turmoil might be in your mind. So we're going to have Jennifer's guided meditation first of all, and I will begin to empty your mind with the sound of a singing bowl.
So as we get started in our meditation, we're going to do a quick routine using Marma points to stimulate the senses and increase energy flow throughout our body and bring more peace and calmness within and balance. And so the first thing to do is just rub your hands together, get your energy flowing in your hands. And you can do this with your eyes closed or open. Once you have a feeling of heat or tingling or sensation of energy, then just place one hand on the opposite shoulder and just start to squeeze the top of your shoulders. So often we have so much tension in our neck and shoulders. And so just a quick squeeze here. And then when you feel that your thumb is kind of at the base of the neck and shoulder, just let your hand relax over the shoulder area and just use the rest of your fingertips to just massage that spot where your hand is naturally fallen. And that's usually going to hit a specific point that's at the top of the shoulder, base of the neck. And this is a great point to stimulate the brain and energy flow into the head. And if you can, think about just letting your shoulders drop down so that you're nice and relaxed when you do this. And then when you're ready, just take your other arm up and start with some squeezing of your shoulders. Just doing some massage. And then when your thumb kind of lands at the side of the neck there, just let your fingertips drift over your shoulder. And then just use your fingertips to massage your shoulder in that spot. It's just a very effective way to bring energy to the head. It feels good too to massage the shoulders and neck. And then the next point is right at the sides of the nostrils. So if you actually flare your nostrils a little bit and then just let your fingertips drift right to the top of the nostril, there's kind of a natural indentation there, and you can do some circular movements. This is great for sinuses, but it also helps increase smell. Increase energy flow to the body through the breath. You can actually kind of pull the skin away from the nostril, and you can inhale, and it feels it feels less blocked if you have any sinus issue or just some buildup there. It kind of helps increase the breath through the nose and nostril. And again, this also helps bring balance. And then finally, the fingertip at the center of the eyebrows. You can do some circular movement or just hold this spot. And this is great to stimulate the mind and to create a sense of calm in the mind, to activate all the senses in the body, and to balance energy flow. This is a great point for that. And now that you've kind of helped your body um, activate its response to these points, energy flow to the head and neck and top, as well as through the bottom of the body, will continue to work on relaxing the rest of our body through our meditation. But you should feel a little bit lighter maybe after touching those energy points, especially on the shoulders. It just really kind of opens up, um, and I can feel the energy kind of coming back and restoring itself in my head and neck. So when you're ready, get comfortable. If you want to add essential oils, lavender and sweet orange are great for calm and peace and serenity. So a drop of lavender and a couple drops of orange will help if you have the ability to diffuse oils, or just you can open a bottle of essential oils and sniff that, activating your sense of smell. And then just get comfortable and prepare to sit quietly for a moment. If you're sitting in your chair, make sure that your feet are flat on the ground, that you have some back support. Take a breath. Close your eyes when you're ready. And just enjoy a moment of silence just for a minute. Take a deep breath when you feel ready. Breathe in through your nostrils if it's comfortable and out through your mouth. Try to get the breath to, when you inhale, go all the way down into the lower belly. So you're actually pushing your belly out on your inhale. And your exhale, letting go of tension that you feel in your body, in your mind. This is just a moment of serenity for you, a moment to come back within yourself, to listen to your own inner wisdom. To appreciate the calm that exists within you, and to activate your body's natural healing abilities through relaxation. So concentrate on your legs and your feet and just let your legs relax now. Maybe they fall as they loosen a little more to the sides. Let your feet relax, your toes. Think of your hips. Let the sensation of energy flow to your hips. So often we keep a lot of tension there. You might even want to take your hands on each side of your hips and just imagine the loosening of the muscles that connect from the hip to the leg, the lower back to the legs. And then just imagine your torso and back just kind of drooping into the chair you're sitting in or into the floor as you breathe. Just really take a moment to consciously let go of where you're holding tension in your torso or any place in your back. And use your exhale to really get a sense of relief in this area. And then just imagine relaxation line traveling to your arms and shoulders, all the way to your hands and fingers, working its way up to your head and neck. If you want to squeeze your shoulders again, do that now. Just trying to get to that point that helps energy flow into the head. Stimulate your nostril area again by pressing on the points outside of the nostrils. Take a breath. And then that point between the eyebrows. Touch the top of your head. Put the other hand on your heart. Take a final breath here. Put your hands back on your thighs and just finish with focus on your breath for 1 minute of silence. Take a final breath as you slowly open your eyes. Slowly come back. And I'll turn it over to Allison, who's going to continue to guide us through more exercises to enhance our feeling of serenity.
So now that your energy is flowing nicely, strongly, and calmly, I'm going to show you a quick exercise to direct energy during a meditation, or if you just sit down even for a few moments. And it promotes a sense of serenity. It's from a book called Come Nigh Relaxation. Movement Exercises by Tartang Tulku. And you begin in a seated position, as you would for meditation, or just in a relaxing pose. And it's really just an awareness and a directing mentally of energy through your body to promote calm. So you just sit, take a few breaths, pay attention to any areas where you might feel some discomfort or some sensations. Close your eyes in a relaxed way. And when you notice those areas, mentally send a feeling of warmth. And the way he describes it is you softly and gently feel warmth and a kind of sweetness in the places where you might feel tight and uncomfortable. I love that. So you feel a gentle warmth and a sweet feeling energy. You feel that energy travel, send that energy or direct that feeling towards whatever area you might be feeling a little tight or uncomfortable. Feel a feeling of warmth and sweetness. Travel to any uncomfortable areas and fill that uncomfortable area with a sweet, warm energy. And then after that, you don't concentrate on it quite so much. You just let the concentration go and just feel that warmth and that energy flow, and pay attention. See if you can feel that energy go through other areas of your body, maybe through your spinal area, through your neck, your throat, your back, or the back of your neck, your lower stomach. See if you'll reach your hands or your skin. Let the tension in your forehead go while you're doing this, and relax the muscles of your face. And you let those subtle energies float around your body and find new pathways through your body. And it's sort of a floaty feeling of energy, and expand that feeling of that sweet warm energy going throughout your body. And you can do that for anywhere from several minutes, even 20 if you like. Just pay attention to that energy flow and send the energy to any uncomfortable areas, and don't concentrate on it too much after you direct the energy and pay attention to it there. Just let that go and release any effort you might be putting into it. So that's just a nice exercise for directing, calming energy. And you can also do that with color. Everybody knows that colors have certain feelings to them or promote certain feelings. But you can use that during a similar type of meditation exercise. Um, Donna Eden put together a neat list of the healing properties of colors. And sometimes you might find that whatever color you're attracted to at the moment, if you could choose a color right now, what would you choose? Whatever that color is might have some benefits for your particular state of mind. And I'll read off a few of these and see if maybe the benefits of that particular color would complement what you're feeling right now. So blues, greens, violets, they're cool colors that soothe and tranquilize. I know when I feel anxious, blue is always the color I'm attracted to. Red, pink, orange, brown, they're warm colors. They activate, they build energy, fight depression, they speed up your circulation, even. And orange brings joy. Red builds energy. Yellow actually increases your mental acuity. Violet brings inspiration. So for you creative people, it's nice to have violet around. Black. It's interesting. She describes black as having a protective quality. And I guess because black absorbs color, it draws vibrations towards itself. That makes sense. And transforms chaos into order, is her description, Donna Eden's description of what black does. Gray stabilizes. A lemony green reduces mental confusion. I like that. That's interesting. A caramel color is extremely good for fear. Magenta can induce a feeling of completeness. So it's interesting anyway, to just choose a color that draws you at the moment. And there's a meditation where you can use, they call it color breathing. You can use color that way. It's a visualization technique, and it helps with stress and general mood improvement. So to start with using color in this way, you think of something that you want to bring into yourself. It could be calm, for example, if you're drawn to a cooling color like blue, maybe you want to bring more calm into yourself. And you get comfortable, just like you would with an ordinary meditation. You close your eyes and relax by breathing slowly and deeply. You visualize the color you've chosen, and then you continue breathing while you hold that color in your thoughts. Think about what that color represents to you. And with each inhale, you imagine the desired color washing over your body from head to toe. Continue in that way. Include your fingertips and your toes. And then imagine any unwanted emotions draining out of your body each time you exhale, and replace them with the color you've chosen each time you inhale. And I think afterwards you'll feel kind of lightened and more peaceful after doing this, even for a minute. So that's just one quick and easy way to use color to promote serenity. And we're going to finish with a quick quote from one of my favorites, Walt Whitman. I inhale great draughts of space. The east and west are mine, and the north and south are mine. I am grander than I thought. I did not know I held so much goodness. So thank you again. Thanks to you and Images of Hope El Dorado. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you have a peaceful month. See you next time. Bye bye.